Alright, get to see if this works. Anyway, sitting in the back of my pickup truck, got my toolbox, got my cup of coffee, and just thought I'd have another coffee chat. So anyway, here it is, beautiful nice day, blue skies, just a few clouds in the sky. Birds are out, the cats and the animals. I saw deer walking through the yard this morning. 3 of them. They came in from the back side of the yard and stopped off at my pear tree. Had them a little snack. Then they wandered down to the garden and looked around and went out into the field. And I lost them in the field. They kind of blend in with everything else. Anyway, I was just thinking, that just maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll take a drink of coffee. Anyway, I got my toolbox back here, and I was rummaging through my toolbox, thinking about all my different tools I have. What tools do I need? I need to be able to do my job. But the job at hand right now is more like handyman work. I'm fixing things, I'm correcting problems that need corrected around the yard and around the house. And in the dungeon, of course. So, thinking about my tools. Thinking about what exactly is a tool. A tool is anything, right? Anything that you need to use to accomplish something. So, my pickup truck is a tool. I use my pickup truck to haul stuff, to transport me back and forth to places. So, my toolbox is just full of tools, and each tool, is kind of specialized for different purposes. Sometimes, you can use a tool for a purpose that it wasn't created for. Kind of like using a screwdriver as a chisel, something like that. But you gotta have the proper tools to be able to do the job right. So, if you want to do a job, you need that, right? You need your tools. So anyway, I've been looking through my toolbox. I did a little job this morning. I had one of those wires running between 2 trees that we used to hook the dog. The collar with the long chain would hook on that wire so the dog could run, back and forth. Well, in our storm that we had here yesterday and last night, the trees were moving back and forth and it snapped that wire. And of course, on each end, the tree had grown, so the wire was actually part of the tree, in the tree. So I had to cut it. So I got, these 3 little tools here is what I used. This one's got cutters in it, just pliers. So it's got a gripper here, cutter there, and of course a gripper there. And this one's just a channel lock, is what they call it, just for strong gripping. And then this is the one that actually did the job. This one I did it snip, because the wire was like braided wire. And I used this one, I did a little snip, until I got all the way through that wire on each end. So it took a while. My arm and fingers were hurting from that. But anyway, I ended up with, some tools, to get the job done. If I didn't have the proper tools, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So, I guess this coffee chat is about tools. Not how to use them necessarily, or those specific tools, but about tools. You know, you need your tools to be able to do work, do specific jobs. It's like, if you're doing network engineering, network operations, network design, network support, network implementations, anything like that, right? You gotta have your proper tools. Well, most of those tools are pretty much shared between each one of those types of network engineering jobs, right? Well, your network monitoring, sure. You set up your monitoring tools, you know, to monitor your network, monitor the network devices, monitor, you know, pretty much everything you want to monitor. You know, have it set up alerts. You know, so those are good tools to have. Your monitoring tools. They're troubleshooting tools, right? Your troubleshooting tools are usually what? Command line, getting in and doing trace routes and pings, and you know, doing you know, SSHing and telnetting into devices. You know, browsing around, looking at configurations. You can also look at the packets going through the network using Wireshark, packet capture, looking at specifics, you know, to see where, you know, where things are flowing and how they're flowing, and help you determine what might be an issue. You know, a lot of times you find out just by using Wireshark or some kind of packet capture device or tool that the network's working perfectly fine. You know, then you find out, oh yeah, they made some changes on the application side, you know, so now the applications aren't exactly running correctly. You know, but there's all kinds of stuff you have to worry about. So, many different types of tools. I guess I want to talk specifically about my experience this morning. I had an interview for a job. I was given by the recruiter a specific little short job description. You know, they want this, and this. All right, but during the interview, I found out that, you know, they also want you, or want me, or whoever they hire for that position, to also set up monitoring tools for monitoring servers. You know, the server processing, server memory usage, server disk usage, the server's NIC interface usage, bandwidth usage, setting up like MRTG for that. Well, that wasn't in the job description. And also, they were talking about, you know, Cisco wireless devices, and, you know, some specifics, you know, with the Cisco wireless devices. That wasn't in the job description either. You know, but that's okay. But they say, you know, we want you to work on routing and switching and putting in VLANs. That's the job description. But in an interview, they're like, oh yeah, but what we really want you to do is set up MRTG to monitor our servers. And we also want you to do server backups. You know, so, I don't know. If I have the proper tools, I can do it. You know, I can do the job. Because I've got the proper tools. Well, not these tools, but you know what I mean. Metaphorically. So, anyway, I've got some work to do today. I'm doing handyman work, fixing odds and ends, doing some painting, you know, moving stuff around, using my truck to haul some stuff. My truck's a tool. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy this beautiful day. Oh yeah, I need to drink my coffee too. I almost forgot about that. My neighbors put in a little raised bed garden, you know, look like square foot gardening. Got some tomatoes in there. Then they got these little whirligoods that spin. So I've been watching their little garden grow. Let me show you that. Let me adjust this here real quick. Oop. All right. Oop. Not that one. That one right there. You see that? So they got them a little garden going right there. I've been watching that. Let's see how they do. All right. Anyway, I enjoyed our chat. There you are. I enjoyed my coffee. Still enjoying my coffee. Oh man. Enjoyed my truck. Let me show you this. Here's my truck. Oh man. I messed up my camera, didn't I? Anyway, this is my truck. My tools. That's the wire. See the wire back there? I pulled that off them trees, and where they were wrapped around the ends of the tree. So anyway, thank you for listening to me rant again. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.